Don't ask us to describe it after that. That's like
whatever Rowan said, he's God.
Anyone want to start?
Back to hell with you!
How long are we going to play games, Louis?
It's a very felt season. Everything is like heart, guts out, extreme emotion.
And it's a bigger season too. I mean, it's just bigger. There's more vampires. It's like the world is opened, you know, and it kind of, yeah, it's sort of like you saw a little crack of it last season, and then this season it's just like, here you go. This is the world, and it only gets bigger.
I think in this season, Louis is reckoning with like who he really is. What is his nature? I think in season one, it's very much about like coming to terms with like how is he gonna hold on to his human nature in the face of becoming a monster or a vampire. And this season, I think, is about him coming to terms with his the other side of his nature and figuring out how to do that on his own terms. But it's quite a trial to get there if he gets there. Yeah. A lot of things are bubbling up. Kind of remarkable. Like she just like this off and was incredibly like from day one was just game to just do, try whatever. Amazing. She's amazing. Yeah, we're very lucky.
It was a great gift that we were given. That they're only enjoying. She's so phenomenal. Really lucky.
It will break your heart and terrify you at the same time.
Well, I think you will find that out. I feel like it would be a mistake for me to kind of like explain it at this point in time. But yeah, I think, you know, I think somewhere deep down Lestat knew that he had to die. And I would say definitely he was proud of Claudia. And I think he spent a lot of time, you know, thinking about what happened. But I think, you know, Claudia and Lestat are a lot more similar than either of them would like to admit. And I think he spent a lot of time being very proud of Claudia. With great pleasure. It's very fun, you know, like that's one of the great joys of this character is I don't have to stick to any sort of form of continuity. You know what I mean? So like I feel like I can change things up, and particularly when you get some new perspectives coming in, which we have this season, the whole other point of view on this relationship with them, and this is how it went. And so I can go like, okay, well, what's that version? What's that guy like? You know, like what does it like to be his ex? You know, like what's he like there? So it's a very fun thing to do. And also, like the majority of the season, you know, he's also a vision through Louis, you know, imagination. Louis.
That was giving Jeff Goldblum.
Louis. I was like Louis' imagination. It's also I'm also playing Louis, like, and that's also really fun. Well, sort of like, you know, they're so entwined that also the stuff can also be a part of Louis because he is a part of it. He is a part of the stuff. So yeah, it's a great joy. I actually always treat Lestat like a clown. Like yeah, I you know, when I did study acting, clowning was one of my favorite things. And I do see Lestat like a clown. I see him like an induced clown, which is like a clown that is like, you know, kind of high status and can't process that somebody might be laughing at him. So I always sort of I think he's funny. I think he's a
I can never hear you talk about clowning. Like, I cannot think of like clowns. Sorry.
But yeah, so I mean, and so I think it was kind of funny to like, it was fun for him to do that that scene as a clown. But you know, like the fun thing about it as well is that he's playing Harlequin. He's not playing Lillian. So, you know, why is he playing that clown, and who's put him in that clown costume? You know, that's part of the joy.
No, I just find the idea of clowns hilarious. It's not what you're saying.
Steve has a fear of clowns.
I'm not afraid of
So you
clowns.
can't actually say the word without a
I find serious clowns very fun. Like, I like the idea of earnest clowns. Anyway, no disrespect to the clown community.
Oh, they have a really wildly complex relationship. I think one cares more than the other. Yeah, so I think if Lestat had a choice, he just would never see him again and would be very happy to have no interaction with him whatsoever, and doesn't really think much of him. But he's one of those characters that's just, because he's sort of so old and so entwined in all of vampire life, just keeps turning them back up, you know. So they're very, very, they're like foes, you know. Foes. Is that the word? Yeah. They're you know. But yeah. I think I can imagine that when Lestat found out that Louis and Armand were together, I can imagine he would have been pissed, but also not surprised in the slightest.
I don't know. I don't think we really thought about it that much. We didn't really talk about it. Before we started shooting, we just said the one thing that's really important about their relationship is to not try and replicate Louis and Lestat's relationship. Like, that's really, I think the minute you try and do that, it fails. Like, it's not, they have such a different dynamic with each other. And it's based on such different factors. Those characters are in such different places to where Louis and Lestat are, where they meet each other. There was just never any point in comparing. I think, like, in terms of how, like, people that watch the show, like, think about Louis and Lestat and Armand and Louis, I generally don't, like, think too much about that, because I think then you sort of try and play up to things too much that don't really serve the story, you know? Like, you want to tell the story that you're telling and not try and, like, play up to anything else. So we didn't really talk about it so much. It's just tried different things. They have quite a gentle relationship in the beginning. But certainly it seems that way.
The show, like asks a lot. It gives us the opportunity to do a lot. Like, you know, it's very rare when you get a role where you get to do all of the things that we get to do in the show. It's like so much fun.
Every day. You're like, what is my job?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is what we're doing today.
Really, because there's a lot of drama. It's like beautiful dialogue. It's, you know, you're going through, like, you know, the 500 degrees of every emotion. And it's also funny. And it's also, you know, like, lots of action, and we've got blood, and we've got, you know, crazy contact scene. It's fantasy, and it's raunchy, and it's just like, you know, wow. It's a bit of everything. It's a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get. It's a joy. Yeah.
I feel like that as well about, like, specifically playing Louis. He is so many different people, you know. Like, and I don't just mean like the difference between 1910s Louis and modern day Louis, 1945. Like, I just mean, like, Louis's brain is a storm. And sometimes you get to, like, go to the different stages of that storm, like, within a few minutes, and that's very fun. He's not clean. Like he's not a clean cut character. He's not easy to pin down. Complex, and he behaves in ways that like I don't love sometimes, and he also does things that like it. I love it a lot.